guys, it's Evie here and welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome. I hope you decide to stick around and subscribe. In today's video, I'm going to be showcasing my 2024 favorites, so all the goodies that I enjoyed throughout the year. Everything except maybe a couple things were purchased this year, so I kind of wanted to focus on the things that I purchased this year that were my favorites. And I did split this up into some categories as well. So first we have fitness, then we have lifestyle, makeup, and books. So I'm going to be separating them into 4 different categories. So if you're interested in to see all the goodies that I enjoyed throughout the year, just make sure you keep... I don't know if I'm vibing the hair. So this is like what my natural hair looks like. So it's like kind of like wavy-ish, and I don't really know how to style my hair other than just like straightening it, and I wasn't bothered to straighten it, and I'm like, I kind of just want to have it out, but this is the fluff that we're dealing with. Okay, so we're going to start off with the first category, which is fitness. So it's basically just like activewear that I enjoyed throughout the year. And honestly, I thought this was going to be way harder, but then I realized I actually did not purchase much activewear this year. Like during the Black Friday sales, I didn't even buy from Gymshark, and I've bought from, since 2016, I have bought from Gymshark's Black Friday sales every single year since then. And I don't know, I just felt like, one, I have a lot of activewear, and two, I don't know, I feel like they've kind of just not on my radar anymore, especially since I just love LSKD and Honor Active so much. That's kind of what I've just been focusing on, and I only made one Black Friday order, which was from Honor Active. I made one order. That's crazy. Usually in the past, I purchased from like a lot of different brands, and I try and stock up on a lot of things, but then I kind of realized that I don't really want to have backups of things when it comes to like supplements, because that's what I usually stock up on, and I just have so much, so I kind of want to just get through what I have now before I think about buying more. But anyways, let's start off with fitness. I think I'll just start off with the shoes. I have one pair of shoes that I have been absolutely loving this year, and they are the New Balance 530s, and I got these for my birthday in October, and I just like to keep them in the box because they are such a light color. I don't want them to get dirty. I have worn these so much. They are so comfortable. I definitely understand what the dads were thinking when they were like, these are the best shoes ever, and I agree. So this is what they look like. They're just like a neutral shoe. I can't remember the colorway. The color sand sticks out to me. I think it's like sandy, beigey, and grays, and they are just so comfortable for the gym. I love to wear these on upper body days. I don't wear these on lower body days just because of how cushiony it is, and I want to make sure that I have a more flat shoe when I'm like lifting on leg days. But yeah, functional days, full body days, HIIT days, I really love wearing the New Balance 530s. So really glad that I got those. Also, I can't believe that we're already in December. I have my cute little decor here. I'll show you my tree at the end of this video as well, because I love our Christmas tree so much. We are not people that do themes. We are people that the more fun and colorful the tree is, the better, because how boring to have a silly season without a silly tree. Alrighty, we're now going to move on to the LSKD half zip sweater. If you watched my recommendations video, I basically said if you are to get one thing from LSKD, make it be this half zip. The material is the most insane material I've ever felt. Like, it's magic. It is magic in a sweater, and it's also that type of material that you can kind of wear all year round as a layering piece. So if it's spring but it's still on the cooler side, as well as autumn as a cooler month, this is great to just throw on top of like a singlet, for example, or during the warmer months, if you have like some thermal long sleeves underneath, you can pop this on top to make your outfit a little bit more stylish, and that's what I usually do. This also comes in a full sweater version, so without the zip, and it also comes in a jacket. I definitely want to pick up the jacket version because it's so comfy, and I really want a jacket. It's very minimal with the branding, so you'll see on the zipper it says LSKD, and then on the black it's just a monotone logo somewhere on the back. And I got this in an extra small. You can, if you're in between sizes, I guess it really just depends on the fit that you want with this, but I find the extra small is still nice and oversized. And yeah, this material is just absolutely amazing. And it's also one of those pieces you can wear in and outside of the gym. It's such a like lifestyle piece as well, I would say. And it's just really, really stylish, really cute, really comfortable. And I just absolutely adore this half zip so much. Next from LSKD, I have one sports bra, but just in 2 different colors to show you. So this is the Stamina bra, and the Stamina bra comes in so many fun colors. It is such a beautiful sports bra. When I first tried it, I hated it just because I actually had the wrong size, and then I decided to try this in a 2 extra small. So I had to size down in this, and I do recommend sizing down in this sports bra just because of how minimal it is. And because I was like, oh, I don't know, like the band is a bit thicker, but it actually has a decent amount of stretch, and I don't actually find that the band digs in at all. And I just find this so flattering. I have worn this on different days, such as upper body day, hit day, leg day, and it stays in place really well. I actually don't find I have any spillage or anything. You would think just because of how low it comes that it's going to show everything, but it covers really nicely in the right spots. And again, just minimal branding just there. There is nothing on the back. It has really nice thick straps, and I think that's what really helps with the support of this sports bra. Obviously, this is a very low support sports bra, but with someone who has such a flat chest, I can really get away with wearing this kind of in any activity. Even with the thick straps, I don't find that it digs into my traps at all or my shoulders. It is very comfortable and really lovely. So I have it in this beautiful cobalt color. And then I also have it in claret. And I actually wore this yesterday, and oh, it was just perfection. Perfection. It is so beautiful. Absolutely love this sports bra, and I really want it in more colors, but I have so much activewear where I really don't need more. The next sports bra is from Honor Active, and this is the micro bralette, and it is in this nice beautiful orchid color. And this is just such a beautiful sports bra. With Honor Active, it really depends on the style of bra with sizing. I feel like I could size down to an extra small, but the small works perfectly fine, and I think it's because it is adjustable where I can kind of get away with any size. But yeah, with their bras, it really just depends. The ones that are a bit more tighter, so for example, the Timeless Strappy Bralette, because that's such a minimal stretchy bra, that one I can size down to an extra small. But the Effortless Strappy Bralette, I don't have that anymore. I sent those back. I got that in an extra small, and that one was so tight and uncomfortable that when I was like trying to take it off, the tag ripped, so that was really annoying, but whatever. So this is the micro bralette, and this is what it looks like. So we have the Honor Active logo just here, and it is like a really nice open back on the back, and they do cross over with adjustable straps, as I said, and you have a seam running down the middle. I would say this is a very low support bra because there's no like stitching on the bottom to hold it in place across. When you do lift like your hands up, it can ride up a bit, but that's the only issue that I have. But it is really cute, and my Honor Active Black Friday order should be coming in next week, and I did order this in a black and a white as well, so I also like popping clips of what those look like when I receive that package. But this is a really beautiful sports bra, and I really love the color, and this is one that I got off Depop. I'm always on Depop just like scouring for items that I want. That way I don't have to like pay for shipping if I only want one item. Otherwise I kind of just like create a wish list, and then when there's a sale, that's when I usually buy like everything that I want kind of at once. But yeah, it's really lovely and really cute. And this sports bra, again from Honor Active, this is the Timeless Square Neck Sports Bra. I wore this today for upper body, and this is a sports bra. I would say this is like medium to high support. So you have that square neck. It is quite full coverage on the front, and on the back you do have a thick band going across, and then you have just like a really nice open back. This doesn't have adjustable straps. I have this in an extra small, and it fits me so perfectly. I don't have any issues with it digging in. And again, with this one, it does come with a monochromatic logo on the left hand side. And what's really cool about Honor Active is that their cups, like their padding, is the color of the sports bra. That way you kind of just know like what cups belong to what sports bra, because when I wash my sports bras I take the cups out, that way they don't get all like weird and gross. But yeah, this is a really beautiful sports bra. I really love this color as well. This is in Moonstone Blue, and it kind of has like a blue tinge to it, a green tinge to it as well, and I just really love this sports bra so much. I also did get this in black and a white as well. I really wanted some more neutral colored sports bras. I actually didn't have that many black or white sports bras. Most of my sports bras are blue and purple, so I just wanted more neutral ones, and because I knew I loved both of those styles, I was like, I'm just going to get a black and a white in each. My cart originally for my On It Active order was at like $400. I'm like, I'm not spending $400. I ended up spending about $160, and I got 5 items. So I also got the Effortless shorts in black in an extra small, because during their half yearly sale I got the black in a size small and they were way too loose, so I'm hoping the extra small fits me well, because with Effortless I'm like an in-between. It's like sometimes the extra small is just a bit too tight, but then the small is a bit too loose, so I really am like smack bang in the middle. So I kind of hope they fix their sizing, because according to their size chart I meant to fit really nicely in an extra small, and literally every single brand I am the same size and no issues. But their bottoms, it's their bottoms that I struggle with. Their tops are like great, but their bottoms is where I struggle. I really wanted to get the unified wrap shorts, but I just didn't know what size to get, so I just didn't end up getting them. Okay, so those were my 5 fitness related products that were my favorites for the year. We are now going to move on to lifestyle. I don't know if I mentioned, but I tried to keep it to 5 products per category. We're now going to move on to lifestyle, and number 1 is my AirPod Maxes. These bad boys, they're really dirty. I need to clean this case. These are so beautiful. I was waiting for like a new generation to come out this year, because I really fell in love with the look of these, and I did so much research from about like May, I would say. I was seeing these pop up more and more, and I'm like, look, the Apple event is coming out in September. There's a lot of rumors that there's going to be a second generation. I'm just going to wait it out. And I'm glad that I did. This isn't unfortunately a second generation. It's just a minor upgrade. So the minor upgrades were new colors, and instead of and they changed the charging port to a HDMI, a USB-C. They changed it to a USB-C port, and they came up with new colors. And obviously, since there was purple, I had to get purple. I did do a dedicated video to these, and I did say in that video I would give you like an update on if I love these, and I do. I absolutely adore these, but they are so pricey. I had to save up my allowance and for quite a while to get these. So yeah, these retail for a banging $899 AUD. They are very, very pricey, but I'm not someone that like buys headphones very often. Like I have these, and I have my AirPod Pros, which I use for the gym. But this is what they look like. I do have like makeup all over them, so sorry about that. But they are absolutely stunning. They are very, very comfortable. I use these when I'm doing chores around the house. I do not recommend wearing these to the gym or like if you're sweaty, because you can actually damage the AirPods, because these are not sweat resistant, sweat proof, nothing like that. There really isn't any headphones that are sweat resistant, usually just like buds are. But yeah, these are really beautiful. I absolutely love them. Great noise cancellation, comfortable in the ears, stylish, cute, handbag-esque. But yeah, I did buy a case for these, like a proper hard case. That way when I go to the office or if I'm traveling, that way they don't get damaged, because this mesh part I'm really worried about, and I just don't want these to get damaged at all. So I did buy a proper case to pop these on. So that is number 1. And then my iPad mini is my latest pride and joy. I just posted a first impressions on this as well a couple weeks ago, but I've had this a little bit longer than what that video went live, and I absolutely love this. And again, as you can see, it is purple. I use this every single day. There is not a day that goes past where I'm not using this iPad. I use it to consume content on YouTube, and I also use it as my daily planner. So I have GoodNotes. which is this one here. So you can either use a monthly subscription. No, a yearly you can either buy a yearly subscription of $15, or you can just buy it as a one-off for $45. And I'm just gonna use it as a one-off. So this is what my planner looks like for today. So you can buy different templates either through GoodNotes, or you can buy templates through Etsy. And I just bought the template through Etsy and it cost me like $4. So I use this every single day, and it also has like a meal tracker, an affirmation, top priorities, to-do list. You can pop in like the times you woke up, etc. I just realized that I didn't actually finish doing this because I always do my planner the day before for the next day, and I got halfway through and I kind of forgot. So, but usually I am like on the ball with this, like, and yeah, really, really love my planner and my iPad so much. And yeah, I got like a pencil off Amazon that cost me like $25 because the Apple Pencil costs like $129, and I'm like, no thank you, I'm just gonna get the Amazon one that does the exact same thing. And I also really love editing on this as well, so I downloaded Canva. Obviously need Spotify on there. I have Netflix on there if I ever want to consume Netflix. And yeah, really, really love this so much. Absolutely adore it. But yeah, this was another product that I was saving up for, because I had like this really old generation iPad. It was really old. I couldn't actually do anything on it other than watch YouTube. Like I couldn't even search something on Safari. It was that like gone. And because I knew I wanted a new one, I knew I was going to use it every single day, to me that was worth it. I think that cost me $7.99. Yeah, that cost me $799 AUD. Tell me you have officially become an adult without officially telling me you become an adult. When you love cookbooks. I have made so many recipes from Recipe Tin Each. So her name is Nagi, and that is her dog Doza, or Dover. I think it's Doza. And she is very, very popular in Australia. Everybody just freaking loves Recipe Tin Eats over here. And I can see why, because her recipes are so easy, so delicious. You honestly cannot go wrong. And obviously, like, you can just, you know, bring up her blog on your phone, or like her recipes on your phone. But I just prefer to have the book. It's open. I'm not using screen time, and yeah, I just absolutely love her recipes. So this is the first one that she came out with, which is called Dinner. Love it. But she recently came out with this one, which is called Delicious Tonight. This came out not too long ago. I've had this for about 2 weeks, and I've already made like 6 or 7 recipes from this book. It is so, so good. If you are contemplating between the two, you only want one, I would say this one. But if you're wanting two, or like you want something, you want to get someone like a Secret Santa gift, honestly, these are such a great gift. I think these recipes are so amazing. She does so many different cuisines as well. She does there's Vietnamese, there's Greek, there's Mexican, there's just so many. There's Italian, and I have made so many of these meals already, and they are just incredible. Like this Arabic chicken and potatoes. I made this last week. Phenomenal. Was so good. Oh, and I also made this. This is the baked fish. I made this last week as a meal prep. So I've already had 2, and I have 2 left. So delicious with like some bread and some rice. So good. And I'm going to be making, so I was going to do a thing where I like go in order, and I kind of been doing that. I've been trying to just go in order of the book, but sometimes I'm just like, oh, I really feel like this cuisine, or I really feel like pasta. And there's so many great meals in here that are macro friendly, like I'm just on the healthier side. They make healthy eating, meal prepping, cooking, just everything so easy. It tells you exactly how many servings you're gonna get, the prep time, the cook time. It gives you notes. It tells you leftovers, how long you can leave it in the fridge or the freezer for, which is actually really, really handy. I also made this one, a honey sesame and ginger beef. This was so freaking good. It looked like the picture as well, and it was so delicious. Some of these recipes require a lot of ingredients, but if you just want something that's really simple, you can definitely find like much more simpler meals in these cookbooks. They are absolutely phenomenal. If you are on the hunt for a cookbook, if you feel like you're overeating the same 3 meals that you're used to cooking and you want to like expand out of your comfort zone. I used to hate cooking. I used to think it was just like I was terrible at it. I just felt like I was just in the rut of making like the same 3 meals, and this has pushed me out of my comfort zone so much. Just being able to cook from scratch is just so rewarding, because I used to just buy the Master Food sauce packets, and that would just like be like the base of it done, and all you have to buy is like the meat and like the pasta or rice or whatever. But this, you're making it from scratch, and it is honestly so rewarding when you get to taste your creation at the end of the day, and it is so good. And you can definitely just alter it as well. Like if you, I don't know, if you wanted to make, let's say, this one is a black bean chili, and this is vegan and vegetarian. Well, obviously it's vegetarian if it's vegan, but then if you just want to add an extra source of protein and make it just normal, you can definitely just add beef mince to it. You can kind of just alter it to like your tastings. Like if something says beef but you can't eat beef, or you don't really like beef, just substitute it for chicken. It kind of just gives you you know, obviously her way. And then she does have her notes where it usually says, if you don't like this cut of meat, you can try this instead. So yeah, really love this. It has lots of dinner recipes, of course, but there's also dessert recipes at the end of the book as well. I haven't really made any of the desserts, just because I don't really like making desserts, because I feel like baking is so precise where it can go wrong so easily, and I'd rather just buy like a Woolies mud cake if I really want some cake. So yeah. My next obsession of this year is my Ninja Creamy. I understand the hype. And I am so late to the game. So I was actually saving up my Flybuys points. If you don't know what that is, if you don't live in Australia, this is a rewards program with Coles, which is a supermarket. Per dollar you spend, you get a point, and sometimes you can earn extra points if you like boost stuff. Anyways, I think it was like 70,000 points, and I was only at like 10,000, so I still had a really long way to go, because I was like, oh, I don't really feel like buying this, but if I can just save up my points and just buy it through there in like, you know, a year's time, that'd be great. But then one day, my amazing husband, I'm like, I come home from the gym, I'm like, where is this guy? Because like we both just came back from holiday, and we both like had like the rest of the week off. I'm like, where the fuck is he? And I come, and then I see him, and he has like this big smile on his face, and he's like, guess what? I'm like, what? And he got me a Ninja Creamy, because I was just having like a really rough time around that time, just having not a great mental health block I was having. And he knew that I wanted it for so long, and I literally just started crying. I'm like, this man just got me a Ninja Creamy because I was having like a real shit time, and I have used it every single day. Actually, I want to say every single day. I didn't use it yesterday. I would say at least 4 out of the 7 days of the week, I'm using my Ninja Creamy. At first, I was making just like the normal ice cream that was in like the pamphlet that it came with, but they are so caloric dense where if I was to eat ice cream every single day, that's just not going to it's just going to like ruin my goals and progress, because there was a lot of fucking sugar and full cream milk, and there was just like a lot of like stuff in there. So I've actually just like kind of just been experimenting and making my own. So like I have a vegan one and a low calorie protein one that I've just like written in my notes. So if you want to like screenshot that and just like have a go at it, they taste so good. The vegan one is actually so freaking delicious, and then I just use Biscoff as a mix-in. I've been obsessed with Biscoff lately, and because it's vegan as well, it is absolutely incredible, and it tastes so yummy, and it gives that just really yummy Biscoffy taste. So my Ninja Creamy is my pride and joy when it comes to kitchen appliances. Like I just use it every single day. It is so easy. It's just the best. It's just the best. And there's like 5 tubs of ice cream in the freezer, and I am usually like with the ones that I've created, you can kind of get like 2 servings out of it, because they come to like about 170 calories per serving, so that's pretty good. And I usually have it like with like crumpets or I like just put like bickies in there. Sometimes I sprinkle in like a cookie just to give it that extra crunch and deliciousness. So yeah, really been loving my Ninja Creamy, and if you are thinking about getting one, you're on the fence, just buy it. Just buy it. And lastly, in the lifestyle section, I have a perfume to recommend, and this is Vanilla Mod by Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande, you can say whatever you want about her. She is in my past basket. She is one of like my favorite artists. Her and Justin Bieber, they're my number two, like my 1 and 2. But her perfume line, chef's kiss. The only perfume that I have of hers that I don't like is Moonlight. I really just don't like that one at all. My favorite one of all time from her perfume line is Ari, which is like the pinky one, and also Sweet Like Candy is really lovely. But Vanilla Mod, oh my god, this perfume is so delicious. I really love the vanilla and caramelly scents, and this is just like so yummy. There's no point me spraying it because obviously you can't smell it, but oh, that smells so freaking good. And it stays on, it like lingers around for quite a while. It's a very strong perfume, and I usually feel like with like perfumes that are on like the lower ends, they usually don't stick around on your clothes as long, but this one lingers for quite a while. So she has this white one, and then she also has, I think it's called Blush Mod, which is like the pinky version. I don't know the notes of that one, but Vanilla Mod is where it's at if you love those type of scents. Okay, we are now moving on to the third category, which is makeup. So this is the category where it's kind of like stuff that I didn't necessarily try for the first time this year. I love makeup so much. I used to spend way more on makeup than I do now, but I just realized, you know, makeup has an expiration date. I don't need to buy all the newest releases, and also it's quite expensive. So yeah, I'm just going to showcase 5 products as I have been doing in this category. And the first one that I'm going to talk about is the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom powder. I have extremely dry skin, like extremely dry, where my skin just like flakes off sometimes, so that's fun. And I was like, oh, I really need like a powder to, you know, set under my under eyes and just like in my T-zone area, which is like your forehead and down the middle and then under my eyes. And I do know that the Huda Beauty ones are like really heavy, so I was really hesitant to try them. And I also didn't want them to dry out my skin even more. But this powder, guys, I don't know what magic is in this, but it is the best loose powder I have ever tried. The one that I tried in the past was the Laura Mercier loose setting powder. I found that one dried out my skin so much. I didn't really understand the hype of that one, but I understand the hype of this one. And this is the pink one, and it is so good. This also comes in many different shades depending on your skin tone as well. So there's like yellow based ones, like if you have like a golden undertone, there's translucent, there's light, there's medium, there's dark, and then there's also just like the pink one, which I feel like is a little bit universal, but I just really love this. I really love this so much. It is such a good setting powder. Really love it from Sephora, and I always make sure when I'm shopping from Sephora, I wait for sales. Some of this stuff is from Mecca, and Mecca never do sales, so they suck for that, but they do also stock some of my favorites. The foundation that I've been really loving is the L'Oreal Paris True Match Foundation. This foundation is exquisite. Like, I have quite a few high-end foundations. I usually like foundations from higher end brands, but you know, Priceline have some goodies, and this one from L'Oreal is so good, and their undertones are so well done because I have light olive skin. I have a light olive skin tone, and usually when brands do have like olive undertone foundations, it's usually geared towards medium skin tones, and I can never find a match that matches me really well. So I'm usually like mixing foundations, which, you know, isn't ideal, but this one matches me so freaking well. I have this in the shade 0.5 and neutral undertone, and yeah, it is so good. It is a very nice lightweight foundation. It is buildable, it is beautiful, and it just looks good all day. So if you're on a hunt for a cheaper foundation, Priceline also do lots of sales throughout the year. You can probably find this for 40% off. Definitely recommend picking that up. So good. And my favorite concealer of the year is the NYX Bare With Me concealer serum. This is my second bottle of this, and I'm almost finished with it, and I already have a backup ready to go. Because I mentioned Priceline do sales quite often, so when they had a 40% off sale about a couple weeks ago now, I made sure I went and picked up another one, and this matches me perfectly as well. I think this is shade vanilla. It doesn't actually say. Here we go. It's shade light, 02 light, and I don't really go for a bright under eye. I like to just be like just a little bit lighter than my skin tone, but because I also use it to spot conceal if I have any spots, I like to go in that way. It's not too brightening. So yeah, the NYX serum concealer is where it's at. It is so good. This is quite pricey. This retails for like $26, and like for drugstore makeup, it's quite pricey, so that's why I always make sure I can get it on a sale. And this setting spray is a setting spray of all setting sprays. If you need something to lock your skin in, the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray Party All Night Sale setting spray is so good. I am almost finished. I already have a backup ready to go because I don't want to be a day without this. This locks your makeup in so well. Like when I went to Europe last year, we went and it was like 30-degree days every single day. Every time that I wore makeup, I put this on and I had no issues with my makeup slipping and sliding and falling off my face. This just locked it in so well. Like usually with setting sprays, I don't really like to buy expensive setting sprays because it's not like a foundation or a eyeshadow palette, for example, where I don't mind spending more. But this setting spray, oh my lordy lord, it is just the best thing I've ever used on my face. It is so good and so worth it. So love this stuff so much. And lastly, I have a gloss from Tower 28, and this is in the shade Cashew. It's what I'm wearing on my lips over my lip liner today, and this gloss is so beautiful. It's like a really nice neutral gloss, so it's not too pink, not too brown. It is it's so good. It leaves such a beautiful shine as well. And I also wanted to mention, with my makeup, I always make sure that it's cruelty free and vegan, and all of those are. And Tower 28 is a more like affordable brand for Mecca. Like this gloss was $25, and that's usually like quite cheap for like a Mecca brand. And just the packaging is nice and simple, plastic, nothing too crazy, and it's such a lovely gloss. And yeah, as I said, this is the shade Cashew. Really lovely, really hydrating. Alrighty, we are up to the last category. I actually thought this video was going to be way shorter, but I've just been like rambling because I've just been talking about these things that I love. Okay, so the last category is books, and of course I have my Kindle here. I've had this Kindle for 2.5 years now. It is my pride and joy. I absolutely love it, and I have this really cute pop socket, and of course it's a purple flower, and I read books like crazy. So I've currently read at this point 117 books. I am now reading the tandem read of the Throne of Glass series, where it's Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn, where you read them together because apparently like the storylines of these two books like intertwine, so it's better to like tandem read them. I don't like this series at all. I really don't, and I don't even know why I'm still reading this, but it's like I'm 50% in. So with the two books together, it's 1,350 pages, and I'm like about 52% in of that. So I'm like, I might as well just finish. Like I didn't really like this series from like the second book onwards, and the fact that I'm up to like book, I think 6 and 7 or 5 and 6. I don't know. Don't ask, but that's what I'm currently reading. But my top 5 books of this year. I just have like my little list here. Ooh, the Paris Hilton memoir. The Paris Hilton memoir is probably one of my favorite memoirs I've ever read. I did not realize what she went through. Like what she went through was just absolutely effed. Like what her parents put her through. I don't know if I want to spoil it, but all in all, she basically got like kidnapped and was sent to like a camp of some sort where they like make children better, but they don't actually tell the parents exactly what they do, and they kind of like gaslight the kids into thinking it's all in their head, and then when they try and escape, they like put them back in. And just like what she went through for like all those years was just so terrible. I feel so bad for her, but she's come out on the other side. But like what a traumatic experience like she went through. So the Paris Hilton memoir is definitely a must read. The next one I have here is Darling Girls by Sally Hepworth. So I have 3 favorite genres. I really love reading memoirs. I really love, you know, your typical romance books, and I also love thrillers. Thriller books are really, really great. They're really easy reads as well. They're usually no more than 300 pages, and they keep you on the edge of your seat. And they're those books where like, I need to finish this right now or I can't sleep. So Darling Girls by Sally Hepworth, oh my God. I was like, okay, I think I know what's gonna happen at the end. And then it just twists again. And Sally Hepworth has lots and lots of books, and Darling Girls is definitely a great one. Like, oh, I still think about this book. I think it's gonna be one that I might reread. It was so good. Another thriller is The Wrong Daughter by Dandy Smith. This one fucked me up. This one I was like, there is no way that just happened. There is no way that just happened. So this one is kind of about 2 daughters, and one gets like kidnapped in the middle of the night. They're like 2 little girls, I think like maybe aged like 8 and 13. And their parents wanted to go out for dinner, and they left them home alone. And then the daughter comes back, and oh, it's just read it. It is so good. So that one is The Wrong Daughter by Dandy Smith. The next one is Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. This was such a great read. It's just like basically about like 2, I guess like different perspectives. So you kind of have like a lower class school kid, and then like an average or like middle class school kid, and let's talk about bullying, let's talk about domestic violence, just like kind of from like a young teenager perspective. And it was such a great read. Really, really recommend that one as well. And the next one is more of a fun and lighthearted romance one, and it's called You Deserve Each Other by Sarah Hogel. This is one of my most recent reads that I read in November, and I really, really loved it. It was really funny, and it again kept me on the edge of my seat, and it was one of those books where I really just wanted to finish the day that I started, and oh, it was really fun. I really love that book. So yeah, those are my top 5 books. And guys, if you don't have a Kindle, just buy one. You save so much money. Books are cheaper. It's like your library is in this small thing. If you go traveling, you only need to take this and not like heavy books. And I just feel like when I was reading paperbacks, I felt like I was only sticking to like the popular books that everybody was talking about. And I also felt like with paperbacks, they're so expensive that if you don't actually like what you've got, you've kind of just wasted your money, which is what happened with like a few of the books. Whereas with the Kindle, sometimes you can find books for like $3, and if you don't like the book, it's like, okay, whatever, I only just spent $3 on it. So let me show you my Christmas tree, because it's really cute. Okay, so this is my Christmas tree. We have this bauble that we got from Italy from our honeymoon last year, and obviously we have to have some candy canes, and that's our star. It also lights up. It's a star with a smiley face and a fun Christmas hat. And we have like this really ugly echidna, and because it's so like ugly, it had to be at the top. And then we just have like these really beautiful ones. And then Chris and I, we did like a little paint thingy. So he painted the car and I painted this Santa Claus. So we did that last year, and I'm like, you can just like sit on the tree. So that's what our tree looks like. It's really, really fun. And then also we got like this candle from Kmart, because it has like a little snow globe. And then we got this like really cool train as well. So I thought that was really cute to have. Showed you my Christmas tree. I've talked about all of my favorites for 2024. The fact that it is December already is bloody crazy. I really hope you all had a really beautiful 2024, and I hope for the best for 2025, and I can't wait to see what the next year brings. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. I do post content on this channel every single week, and you can also follow me along on Instagram and TikTok as well at evykassiotes. I hope you guys are having an amazing day wherever you are, and just remember that one bad day isn't a setback, and tomorrow can always be better. Bye.